Hey everyone, this is Gazy, and this is our third video of our exploratory mission trip to Japan. We're talking about here with Osaka, Nara, and Kyoto, which are three immensely, immeasurably important cities in the history of Japan. I will say Osaka was leaps and bounds different. It was more akin to Fukuoka when we got to Fukuoka, but we were only there for like an hour or two to get our Shinkansen train passes. So here in Osaka, it's more populated. We had to deal with a different type of individual because it was very beautiful, it was very clean, but they were more civilized, more metropolitan than the people of Nagasaki, of Beppu, and definitely of Osaka. There's a whole lot of commerce done here. This is like Dotonbori. It's the center, the food kitchen of Japan. They call Osaka. It's where they cook. It's where they do like everything that you want to eat. A foodie goes here to this part of the world. So we did find a church, and let me tell you about it.
Hey everybody, this is Coco and Mera, and we're safe. We arrived from Beppu to Osaka, and it was like a 4-hour Shinkansen. That was wild. I don't know what to say yet about my assumption about Osaka yet. It's Friday night, and we went down the tourist area of Dotonbori, but the maid club, I don't know how young those girls are. That's wild and kind of weird. The gentleman cafes where they make women fall for them and the women spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on alcohol. I don't know how to assess or the state of Christianity here so far. We found 3 churches. We're possibly going to visit 2 of them on Sunday. So keep us in prayer. God bless. Bye.
So it was great seeing how the Lord is moving in Osaka. They definitely need a different approach, a more civilized, more Americanized approach to Christianity. This is the bilingual Bible that I was able to buy. I'm so happy to have bought it, and I'm going to be using it to learn Japanese more than I know now. So yeah, Osaka, with the coffee house ministries, Osaka is very receptive to the gospel, and I hope the Lord will grow and the gospel will abound in Osaka. This is about an hour and a half or so away from Osaka. It's the Buddhist center of Japan. It's Nara, and they say that there are 10,000 deer here, and it feels like there's 10,000 deer in Nara. The reason why it's important, they say that a certain deity rode on a certain deer, and because of that, when they see all of these deer, they're very reverent. And something that's fun and cute is that they make these little cookies that are healthy for the deer, and if you haven't seen it yet, the deer are very addicted. They're not biting. They're not very brutal or anything. They're just being cute. So if you bow, they bow. And that's pretty awesome. That's like that. This is centuries in the works. But if you bow, they bow to you. And it's an interaction that they've like internalized. Oh, this means I can get food or I can get a little treat. So they bow to you and you bow. And it's pretty cool. If you're aggressive, they'll be aggressive also, but see them tugging, but it's not a violent tug. So they're very wonderful little animals. Beautiful architecture here in Nara, all wooden structures. The burger was amazing, and we just had a great time considering the natural history, where nature meets faith is Nara and Kyoto. It's certain level of calm and relaxation that's so different. So it's definitely a contrast in how we see Christianity and faith as opposed to how they have seen in their faiths, the different faiths that have reached Japan, particularly Buddhism. It's, even though it's simple, it doesn't mean that it's not complex. We have these sterilized large churches in the Italy or in Europe. You'll see these ostentatious Gothic buildings that were constructed that were immensely awesome and great and beautiful. And there's nothing against either, right? There's nothing against either. But what is also good is when you see faith and nature and the simplicity of it, how it is in Japan. I kind of like, I've grown to defer to how natural and undigitized, untainted it might be. This is Kiyomizu-dera. It's one of their famed temples, a Buddhist temple there. We were able to go and see. It was in the shade, thank God. Those are two ginger ales. Please forgive us. We got caught up in a tourist area, and we hadn't eaten. We were so exhausted. Praise the Lord for, even though this was a very expensive learning experience that I regret in a certain way, it was, at least the ramen was tasty. The Torii gates, a lot of people, I learned, they don't go all the way up to the mountain. They they don't go all the way up, and we did the foolish thing of going all the way up. They just take a few, they walk up and then they go back. And donors can donate. Even still today, donors can donate to have one of these. There's a term for it. These orange Torii gates set up for their donation to the Fushimi god Inari. So we had a wonderful time in Kyoto. There were a few churches that because it was in the middle of the week, we weren't able to fellowship with them, and that was something that I recognized. I was like, okay, we only got a few Sundays, so please stick around our journey as we head towards Tokyo.